Hello YouTube and welcome to my channel. My name is Subtype R and we're going to do a walkthrough, maybe a few tutorials, maybe a few reviews on Euro Truck Simulator 2. Really hope you enjoy this channel. If you do, please like, subscribe and leave comments below. And for anybody that's out there that wants to shout out, leave your name and we'll try and do as many shout outs as we can over the next few weeks on this game. We're going to try and go from a driver for hire right through to company mogul who own a lot of different vehicles with drivers in a lot of different countries. We're going to start today with the very first beginning, and we're going to create a profile and we're going to do one job and we'll see how we're going. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete the very first profile there, as we were just practicing and doing a few tests to make sure it works. And we're going to show you how to start a new profile. If you don't know what Euro Truck Simulator 2 is, then I suggest after you've watched this video, go out to the Steam workshops, have a look, and people might say, well, hang on a minute, it's about driving trucks. Yes, it is, and it's also about the modifications to trucks and seeing a lot of different parts of the world through a simulation. It's really quite enjoyable. It sounds silly, but yep, it really does give you a few challenges, and it's a good way to say you've driven a truck. Obviously not in the real world, but definitely in the virtual world. So we start now with a new profile. We're going to call the new profile Subtype RYT. The reason for that is Subtype R YouTube, so I know personally which profile I'm going to record with. And you can call it anything you want, name it your name or anything. This is just the name of the profile. You can then choose a female character or a male character. I'm choosing a male character for obvious reasons. Then pick a picture. If you like these pictures, you can choose any picture you want. I'll go for this one as I currently have glasses, mustache and beard, although I think the one in the picture's got slightly more hair than myself. And then we'll choose what sort of truck we prefer. I'm a Scania man myself. I like the Scanias, I like the V8 Scanias and the big T-cabs and the top lines. Company logos are fairly generic, so just choose this one to start with, and then we're going to name the company name that we're going to use throughout this, and I'm going to name it JLTR Transport, which is a mixture of my initials and my family's initials, and that's about it at this point. As you can see here, we can change the language. We can have different languages. We have English United States, Espanol, Latina, a lot of different names, but we're English, so we're going to leave it in English. And you can also see a little button here which shows you your mod manager. Mods are an integral part of Euro Truck Simulator 2. It is an open game. It is huge maps. You can expand your experience with different AI traffic packs. You can change your trailers, you can change the cargoes, you can add lights, custom sounds, you can add all sorts, and all these have been designed and developed by people out there who have done it for the game. Realistic graphics to change the light, and realistic truck physics to give you a little bit more bounce on when you pull away or when you slow down. Pro mods is a really good modification, and all these are free, and those pro mods can add extra areas to the maps, extra trailers, extra assets. And as you can see, there's a lot of mods that you can use, and this is just a small selection that I've downloaded for free. You can get them from the Steam workshop. The one thing I would say about mods are just be careful when you do use mods that you trial them, because what can happen is it can't break the game. and not a difficult thing to fix. You can just literally remove the mod from the active mods manager and the game should be fine. But if you're halfway through a big profile and you've been playing for hours and hours and hours and you add a mod that doesn't work, it could break that profile, and in that case you're back to square one. So always have a separate profile where you try the mods, make sure they work the way you want them to work, and before you add them to your main game. Adding mods is simple. You basically have them all downloaded in a mod folder in the actual game folder on your hard drive, and then at this point, if you've added them rightly, and it should be a .scs file that you add, you'll see they appear in this side of the mod manager. You would double click on it, I'll show you, double click on it and it becomes active, an active mod. You go devil accessory. If you don't want it there, double click it again and it'll take it away. At this point, what I would say about mods is we're not going to add any at the moment for the first video, but when we do, and I'll show you how to do that, we'll show you which mods to add, which mods that I've added, and also in which order. A lot of games are broken, or a lot of mods don't work because they're in the incorrect order of priority, and they can be fixed quite easily like that. Or possibly you haven't read the information. As you can see here, if we click on the information, it tells you a lot of information, known issues. Some parts might produce a visible collision with each other, so you need to take this into consideration before you add them to your game. The other parts which you can buy from Steam Workshop, the DLC content, is actually from SCS. SCS are the developers, owners, manufacturers of this game. So if you buy them mods or them packs, them DLC packs, they are guaranteed that they will work with the current version, or at least they're a little bit better chance. So at this point, what we'll do is we'll create that profile. It then asks you what input wizard you're going to use, whether it's going to be keyboards, mouse, steering wheel. This is for your driving controls. So you can use your keyboard if you wish. So it's left, right, up, down, and various other keys. You can maybe use a mouse. Again, scroll mouse left, right, use your steering. Or as I'm using, controllers. At present, I have a Logitech G29 keyboard. I have a Logitech G29 steering wheel, gear stick and pedals, and I'm also using Track IR. Track IR is a fantastic piece of equipment. Plugs into a USB port, puts a little camera on top of your monitor, and you either have a clip that attaches to your headset, if you have a headset, or you can have a clip that'll attach to a baseball cap, and it monitors the position of your head and gives you the relevant view as if you were looking out at that cap. So instead of having to look left and right using buttons to press left and right, you just look to the left or to the right and the camera will shift with where you look. Really clever. It's a system which is a little bit like VR, but without the expensiveness of having to wear VR goggles. You're still looking at a screen. So at this point, it's going to ask what sort of input wizard we're going to use for the gearbox. So we have simple automatic, which gives us automatic gears on our pedals. So forward, we would press accelerator, which would be the gears pedal on the right. And to stop or reverse, we would press the brake pedal to stop, and then the brake pedal again, which is the pedal in the middle, to reverse. Really simple, and if you're not experienced with driving, it's probably the easiest one to go for. I'm going to select real automatic for these videos because it's simple to use. You would with real automatic, you would use the gear selector, which comes with the G29 Logitech G29 steering wheel. Move it forward into first, third, or fifth, and that will give you forward gears. Or if you wish, you could leave it in this between the gears, and that would be neutral. And then if you want reverse, you just pull the gear stick back into second, fourth or sixth, and that will give you reverse. The next option would be sequential, where you use the paddles on the G29 or whichever steering wheel you have for right to go up, left to go down, which again is very easy. You could even use that with a clutch on the clutch pedal, or if you want to be completely accurate and really clever, you can use the 8 shifter. So most trucks are 12 speed, so you would use your clutch pedal and select first gear on your 8 shifter, then second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and then you would have to assign a button to select your next set of ratios, which would give you 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then again that button would also select between reverse low and reverse high. But like I say, we're going to go for a real automatic, just there, and then that should be our setup done in the input wizard. At this point, we're going to have a quick check to see that these are correct, and unfortunately it's not. So use joy wheel axis for steering. Yep, that's correct. Use the clutch to accelerate. No, we use the accelerator for that. Accelerator brake. Now that would be a really weird configuration if we did that. So we're going to go into an advanced setup. Joy wheel axis for the steering. Yep, that's right. Left, right. Yeah, we can see that. Joy clutch. No, we're going to click on joy clutch and press the accelerator pedal, and that will change into accelerator pedal. Brilliant. And then we're going to click on this one, brake access, and press the middle pedal, and that's your brake pedal. We're not going to do anything with the clutch pedal. We're not going to do anything with look up, look down, left, right, because like I say, we're using track IR, and that track IR is taking care of that. Get onto the next screen. And this is if you were using a sequential box, you would shift up using your right shifter, right flappy paddle, and your left flappy paddle would be a shift down. Automatic gearbox, this is the bit we would set up on our gearbox. So we would click on the automatic gearbox drive and press the gear selector forward. As you can see, it highlights and shows you that's the button that's selected. And if we're going into reverse, we would pull the gear stick back. There you go, reverse is selected. So that's all correct and all good. I'm going to click on next. And there you go. So that then shows what we've selected and what we've done, and that looks completely better than what we had before. Finish the wizard, and this is going to take us to the next part of creating a profile, selecting the city you want to start in. I like to start in my hometown, and my hometown is Newcastle upon Tyne in the gorgeous northeast of England. A lot of good things in this area, a lot of nice people. So we're going to select Newcastle upon Tyne, hit confirm selection. Do you want to walk through the tutorial? No, I don't think we will. Let's just go through. But if you've never played this game before and you haven't watched tutorial videos, that is a good way to start. Go on to the tutorial and it shows you step by step on what you have to do and how you do it. The steering wheel does have force feedback, and it is weighted to the vehicle you're driving. So there we go. This is Euro Truck Simulator 2, and as you can see, a very nice set of opening graphics. A lot of detail in there. There's a lot of different vehicles. As you can see, there's cars, trucks, 4x4s, and when you start adding the mod packs, you'll get buses, coaches, motorbikes, campers, caravans, and there'll be a selection of police cars. What I'll say now is this is a plain profile. There's no mod packs on here at all. We do have all of the DLC packs. So we have Viva La France, we have Italia, we have the Scandinavian, and it works. It all works really good together. And we have a few of the paint job packs and a few of the extra load packs, and we have this specialist transport pack, which again is an absolute challenge. So what we're going to do at this point is we're going to hit enter. So let me just do that. There you go, enter, and then it gives you, at last you have the chance to experience your dream job driving a truck. Yep, there's definitely days when it is a dream job, and there's also days when it can be an absolute nightmare, as I'm sure every real world truck driver out there will tell you. The trick is to make sure your dream days are more than your nightmare days. Press enter again. So you own a transportation company. Now, your own transportation company is now open for business, but sadly you lack the money to buy a truck. For now, you'll have to work for other companies as a driver for hire. Brilliant way to start out in transport is to go and drive for somebody else. Less hassle, less responsibility. You go out, you drive them trucks, and you get home, take care of them in the sense of clean them. Somebody else pays the costs. Now that's probably the most ideal for most drivers. But if you want to venture a little bit further, you can then go buy your own truck, which is what we're hopefully going to do with this, and then venture a bit further and have drivers, maybe a few depots, and set up a logistics company. So your task this morning is to safely deliver a load of ketchup to Cell Plant Dock in Newcastle upon Tyne. Your employer has provided you with a vehicle and will cover all expenses. Don't let anyone down and arrive on time. So we've been given a vehicle, we've got a load there of ketchup. It doesn't look like it's going to be a very long journey from Newcastle to Newcastle docks. Although with some of the traffic in Newcastle it could take you probably 2 or 3 hours. Let's see what we've got then. So there we go. It's now loading that job up. There's a very nice picture from World of Trucks, and we're in a Scania. Fantastic, absolutely beautiful truck Scanias. As you can see, as I look around, you've got really, really, really good graphics. There's your mirrors, and then if you look across the other side, there's your other mirrors, and it's an automatic. It looks like it's probably going to be an Opti-Cruise. So if we have a quick look out the window, there you go. We've got a triaxle trailer on the back, already loaded up, and we're in a yard ready to head out. The exit to the yard is there, over to our right. No, Range Rover just drive past. Oh, there's the police. And to start this, what we do is we press the E button, and that'll give us our engine. There's the startup graphics on the dash, gives you all the information. And it looks like we're in reverse. We'll take it out reverse. A quick look round. Put our foot on the foot brake. Put it into drive. And slowly pull away. Check mirror left, mirrors left, mirrors right, and then we give it a full right lock. Keep an eye on where we're going, and you can see the trailer and truck will start coming round. And as we move out, keep an eye on this trailer here. Just starting to straighten up, watch that gear post. Keep your eyes on the mirrors. Come up to our first option, hazard. Now, as it's our first job, I haven't set the indicators up on our steering wheel controls, but I will do on the next one. So just please bear in mind that I haven't got any indicators controlling this at the moment, but you have got indicator options. Vehicles coming from our right, we'll give way to them. When that red one clears, we'll go for it. Keep a little check left, we'll give it a wheel, and we're away. We're going to come down to this junction, check our mirror before we move out, and we're going to be going right at the roundabout. Keep checking the mirrors. Keep an eye on the junction from our right. Yeah, we're clear. You know, always take a wide line when you go around roundabouts, but make sure you stay in your lane. At this point we should be indicating to our left. Check that junction, check that mirror. And as you can see, this is another part of the game which will pop up. Mercedes-Benz truck dealer has been discovered. Now these truck dealers, when you have enough money, you can go to these truck dealers and purchase trucks. We're going to be going right, left, right, and we're clear. So you can purchase your first cab from these places. There's many, many, many different cabs to choose from. This is our delivery spot on our right here. Oh look, there we go. And you can buy, there's MAN, Mercedes, Iveco, Renault, Volvo, Scania. There's a lot to choose from. So what you do is you drive onto this little green button, and then it says press the following key to handle job delivery. So we're going to press the enter key, and it gives us this option. Now at this point, if you're a skilled truck driver, can deal with manoeuvring tight spaces and dropping off a trailer. However, cargo safety is a top priority. If you don't feel up to the challenge, negotiate with the dispatcher for a backup place to park the trailer. So, what do you want to do? Where do you need it? That gives us a chance to fully park it where they want us. That's going to involve reversing, which can be tricky if you've never done it before, but it's a really good fun thing to do. Or you can play it safe, which basically means we drive into the space, and that's going to give her a little bit of experience as well. Or, sorry, I'm in a hurry now, skip it, and that would end that part of the game, and we would then go on to the next load. So we're going to go for where do you need it now, and we're going to select confirm. Now forgive me if I make a complete pig's ear of this, but yeah, we'll have a go and see what happens. So check your mirrors, and then we're going to go head off, and that white box over there is where they want it parked. They want the trailer in that box over there. So what I'm going to do is we're going to drive down, and then we're going to go around and see if we can get it lined up in the box and see if we can get 90 XP, experience points, for parking it in the right place. So keep your eye on the box, keep your eye on your trailer and where you want it. Let's see if we can get it in this space. So this should be quite an easy reverse. Then I say that, and probably make a complete pig's ear of it. Right, so we stop there, put full on the foot brake, select reverse, you can hear the reversing horn, and we can lean out the cab now, look back over our shoulder if we want, and see if we can park this trailer in that box. Let's see, it can be quite tricky. Let's see how we do. See if we can get it in there. Best way for reversing is to take your time and do it slowly. Keep your eyes on your mirrors. Oh, we're not doing too bad. When the box goes to green, you're in the space. So there you go. So we stop that, and then we press the T. We knock it into neutral. Parking brake on with the space bar, and then we press T. And what that does is lowers the trailer land legs and disconnects you, and that ends your first job in Euro Truck Simulator 2. As you can see, we've achieved excellent jobs complete, catch-up delivered from Newcastle upon Tyne to Newcastle upon Tyne. Driven distance just over 1,000 yards. Time taken 24 minutes. Fuel consumed 1.11 litres. Crikey. And base reward has given us 362 euros. It's given us 1 experience point, and bonus for parking trailer is 90 experience points. So again, total of 91 experience points. Just below all that information, you can see level 0 newbie. To get to level 1, you need to gain 200 experience points, and then from this point you can go on to continue. And that will then take you back to the original menu, and let me have a quick look at this. So there you go, that's the first headquarters that you own, generic headquarters, and that's going to be your first depot when you purchase your first truck. So we're still based in Newcastle. Unfortunately I haven't got anything to park there yet, so there are no trucks in sight, but that'll change. Once you've earned enough money and bought a truck, you'll be able to move in the world freely and run your own business from here. Good luck. Thank you. So there we go, back to the selection menu where we can choose to have a look at purchasing trucks, or the job market would be where we select the actual job, our next job. We can tune radio stations in or world maps, and I think that's where we'll leave it for now with this video, and we'll come back and do a few more in the future. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. If there's anything you want to see or anything more you want to do, then please get in touch. Thanks.